Hello, friends from the comic and manga world. My name is Hector,
And my name is G.
and we are here to talk to you about the picks, our picks for the November 3rd FOC that is coming up. G and I work for Penguin Random House, and we manage sales into the direct market around the world. So, titles that we talk about in these videos are from the publishers that we represent into those markets. Also, we're on social media, so you can find us on YouTube, obviously, but also Instagram, Facebook, and X, Twitter. And we'll leave some links in the description below. So, let's get started with our picks. I think you go first, G.
Yes, and my first pick is After the Disabled God of War Became My Concubine. This is a novel, volume one. This premise starts with an outrageous thesis that hit the desk of this esteemed history professor named Sujo. Apologies if I'm pronouncing that
Sure.
wrong, which I probably am. So the thesis is very dubiously sourced, and it tells the story of General Ho Woo-jo, who is captured in incapacitated and forced to serve as a concubine in his enemy's brother, to his enemy brother, um, who is this cut sleeve prince who enjoyed men in his bed. So for 3 grueling years, the general lived essentially as a prisoner until he escaped and sought vengeance against his tormentor. So truly convinced that this story is pure fiction. We have Sujo who brands the thesis as a failure until he wakes up as the cut sleeve prince himself. So he's now stuck as lording over his concubines. And we have this prisoner named, like I said, the prisoner's name was Houju. And Sujo only has one option to avoid facing the general's future wrath, and that's to ally himself with Wuzhou. So this strategy could essentially backfire if Wuzhou essentially gets the wrong idea of his intentions. It's such an interesting dynamic
Yeah.
with all of this. So I'm very, very excited to jump into reading this. Again, for the Danmei fans out there, this is definitely for you, but it is such a I am very intrigued.
Yes. Very cool.
Hmm.
Next up is my first cover pick. This is 30 Days of Night, Falling Sun, number two. This is Very MB by Damian Warm. And this is, I think I picked one cover for each one already because I'm a big fan of 30 Days of Night. Um, and then this is obviously based on the stories by Steve Niles. This one is written by Rodney Barnes and is illustrated by Chris Sheehan and colored by Zenon Hosenshar. And yes, we're back in Barrow, as you can see by the bloody sign, and we see this vampire girl, I guess, just hanging out on the sign. It's very, I don't know about you, G, but my first thought was that it could be kind of an homage to that famous Miss Marvel cover where she's hanging on the on the street light, but obviously a bloody version. I mean, it's not exactly the same, but it just reminded me of that a little bit. And of course, there's blood on the sign. There's blood all over her face and clothes and all over the white snow. And it is dark because, the 30 days of night have started in Barrow. Um, yeah, I love this illustration. Damien Warm really capture the creepiness of what 30 Days of Night is on this. And I love that everything is dark, but you can see a house in the back with one light on. Uh, Very cool too, that detail. So many details.
Hmm.
And also the effect of the snow falling. Like some of it is out of focus, but it just you're in the middle of winter in Alaska, and in between those dark days. So very cool.
Next up,
Yes. Yeah,
shifting
something
gears.
different. Yes.
We have Marvel Winter Break Special Issue 1. This is Greg Land. And of course, um, we go from swimsuits and more swimsuits in a sauna.
Yeah.
So, uh, you've seen if you've been following along, the swimsuit special variant program that has been going on. And so if you want more of that, here it is. So you have these your favorite Marvel heroes here in the winter time with these superstar artists as they're warming up, kind of. It looks like it's really cold in the hot springs.
Yeah.
But it looks like everyone is enjoying their time, sipping on some tea or coffee or hot chocolate, who knows?
Or a
uh,
tropical drink.
or a tropical
If you
drink.
look at it, yeah, with a little like orange peel or something, or orange on top. Yeah, very
And
cool.
just everyone enjoying their time.
Yes.
So, yes, can't wait. One shot to spend your money on.
Yes.
You can
Very
bring
nice.
it on your own winter break.
Hmm. Very cool. And then we continue with Quick Stops, Volume 3, Number 4. This is the cover B by Sjogren. This is obviously written by Kevin Smith, illustrated by Ahmed Rafat. And as I said, Sjogren is doing this cover where it shows the Jones sisters together. And for those of you who follow Kevin Smith's View Askew universe, you know that the Jones sisters, he does so much cool stuff in bringing this, universe in New Jersey, but it kind of like mixed in some real places and some fictitious one. But at the same time, he also like does something very interesting with connecting the characters. And the Jones sisters have been either mentioned or have appeared individually in different movies. Um, so for the first time, we have a story with all three sisters together. And I love this illustration that Shogun did of the three sisters, and I forget their names, so I have to like research them. Alyssa, Trish, and Heather. So I think this is going to be really fun. Anybody who, like I said, follows the Askew universe and it's really into it, this is a very cool treat to have. So there you go.
All right, and then next up we have Space Scouts issue 2. This is the David Rubin cover. So this is a science fiction action adventure story done by Matt Kent and of course David Rubin. And we have a young girl who heads to the center of the universe to compete in this reality show to become the next Space Scout, which is the name of this comic. And it starts as this teenage drama that turns into this deadly war at the edge of the universe as winning recruits. And I say winning. No one really wants to
Mm,
be a winner, as it turns out, because the recruits are sent into a battle that they most likely won't survive. Kind of reminds me of Ender's Game a little bit.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, so as you can see, it's very gruesome as someone's getting impaled on the cover there. But uh, yeah, very interesting concept with this one.
Yeah,
This
very
is coming
cool.
out of Dark Horse, but through their Flux House imprint.
Yeah, excellent. And then next up, Spirits of Violence number 3. This is written by Sabir Pirzada and illustrated by Paul Davidson, but we have here the e-cover by Kendrick Kunka Lim, a big fan of Kendrick Kunka. And even the book deals with Johnny Blaze, with Danny Ketch. There's also a spirit of violence. There's actually a new spirit that is introduced during this book. But here in the cover, we have Robbie Reyes and also Fantasma, Isabella Alvarez, who was introduced as one of the what is it called? Oh, the new champions that were supposed to be, you know, sort of psychics for different heroes, but they were kind of for a cover program that many artists did, and they sort of created what would be psychic for example, Peach Momoko created Maystorm, which is one of the main characters for Ultimate X-Men, and ended up being part of that story. They brought him into the story, and here Fantasma, which was created by Luciano Vecchio, um, it, it also they decided to Marvel decided to, hey, let's bring her into the stories, and now we have this story where we have this cover with her and Robbie Reyes, who were together in another book last year. I forget the name of it. I think it was Spirits of Vengeance. I forget. I believe. But anyways, but I love this cover. I love like Kendrick Kunga. I love his art. It looks very awesome. I love how he works with the action. The bodies look always very awesome, and there's so much detail these two characters, and they look so cool together. I love the sort of contrast between the blue flames and the yellow red flames and everything else, and the change all over the place. It's very very cool. Love it. Yep. Oh,
Actually, can we go back? There's one thing I forgot to mention that I think is
sure.
important. This is a three-issue series, the Space Scouts, but please note that the trim size is the magazine size,
Uh-huh.
which I think is cool. So
Yes.
keep that in mind.
Cool. And then um, a little bit of news. It was recently announced that Makeine, Too Many Losing Heroes, the anime, it's the anime of the year in Japan, according to New Type Magazine. Every year, New Type Magazine does comes up with a list of several awards, including Anime of the Year. There's a little bit of news and controversy around it because people thought, you know, Solo Leveling was going to be number one, but not in Japan. Um, and I not only I agree because I love this, but I also love that it wasn't just the anime of the year, but also the main character, whose name is Kazuhiko Nukumizu, was voted as favorite best male character of the year. So I love that too. And here I'm showing the light novel and the manga. We have, I mean, I think we're up to in English up to number 4 for the manga, number 5 for light novels. I I picked these as favorites, part of my favorites from last year, and the anime is one of my favorites also. So I totally agree with this. Also, know there's a list online, you can find it, but also on the list from titles that we represent. Apothecary Diaries came in third place, the second season, and then also Medalist is in sixth place. So we have three titles that we sell the books for in English on the top 10 list of top animes in Japan, which I think is very cool. Very quickly, if you don't know what this, what Makein Too Many Losing Heroes is, it's a sort of a slice of life romance, but it really takes you into what happens. The main characters are the sorry, the women who these are girls that get rejected, and it's sort of following their story after they get rejected, and it has a lot of humor, but also a lot of heart around that. And the main guy, the main character who won, guy, he is like he doesn't want anything to do with with drama or anything, but this main character you see here, she kind of involves him in all the drama, so it's very cool. I really really love it. It's a very good romance, but also a very very it's not really romance, but it's like very slice of life, but it's also a very cool comedy. I highly recommend reading it. The manga is very cool, the anime is very cool, but the light novel is amazing. I love that light novel. I highly recommend it. That's it. And oops, thank you so much for watching this. We hope you enjoyed it. We love doing these for you. We do it on a weekly basis. We also do some monthly videos on collected editions and manga and some other cool stuff. So, yeah, glad that you watch these. And like I said, we hope you come back. Thank you so much. Bye. Take care.
Everyone.